To everyone in the collective. This is part two to my earlier's live read, energy read. So, for a recap, here we have a divine feminine who has had a target being put on her back, a contract. It's a lot of people gunning for this particular divine feminine. I'm not sure if this is past energy, present energy, or future energy. So remember to take what resonates. But we do have people of significance. We have a lot of bidders, people with money who have bidded on specific types of contracts when it comes to this divine feminine. For instance, one bidder would be an emperor energy who has a bad heart, possibly. And this emperor bid on having the divine feminine because he wants her heart, particularly for a heart transplant. We have a king of swords. I'm not sure. I feel like the king of swords is the originator or initiator of said contracts or target or the attention being placed on this divine feminine's head. Okay. We have a king and queen of wands. This could be a couple. I feel like they could be a married couple or they could just be a long-term couple. They could be partners, okay? That pretty much put a 10 of pentacles on this divine feminine's head and they have lost it all. They have been outbid by another bidder. We have a wealthy man here. And all of this is pertaining to a divine feminine and the royal bloodline or lineage that she comes from. We have a couple of bidders that bid on said divine feminine that wanted her for actual reasons. They were going to, so to speak, like traffic her, pimp her out. So trigger warning. Like I said, I didn't even pull cards on this energy, y'all. This how much I was able to just like tap into this energy when I got off of that read earlier. Please forgive me. I'm a bit displeased. I have a slight headache because I caught myself going out walking and it's really cold outside, or it's quite cold outside. So I have developed a headache. Nonetheless, I'm still going to give out the energetic reading as I find this to be very important to those in the collective that need to hear it or for who this message is for. So as I stated, I didn't pull cards on this, y'all. Not yet. So this is where the second part comes in. We're going to see how this King of Swords plays in. This started off by a divine feminine being targeted by a very wealthy man. This man himself can be from a royal bloodline or lineage, but he has his sights set on this particular divine feminine. He could be sending in an older woman or even a younger feminine to kind of butter up the divine feminine, to make friends with the divine feminine, and to get the divine feminine somewhere away. I feel like it's overseas. Like, have the divine feminine thinking that they're going to go to a celebration. This could be somewhere. This could involve traveling. A lot of traveling energy here. A lot of overseas energy as well. And the plan was for these particular one of these women to get this divine feminine somewhere where she could then they could sabotage her and make her lose like her passport, her purse, stuff like that. And then she was supposed to be approached by either a younger feminine or an older feminine that would be considered this wealthy man's madame, okay? And then they were supposed to befriend her, or one of the two, and befriend her, and then supposed to traffic said divine feminine. After that, this masculine was going to after that, I don't know, because there's so many working parts to this. So after that, this divine feminine was supposed to be trafficked off or sold off to the highest bidder. There could be up to nine masculine energies that have bid on this said divine feminine because of the type of royal bloodline lineage that she comes from. One of these masculines plan to impregnate said divine feminine because they know that royal and spiritual babies come through the portal of this divine feminine. There was another with this wealthy man. He plays a huge role in this. He could be the King of Swords, but I'm not sure yet. There's also a King of Cups, and there's also another King of Wands, okay? So the King and Queen of Wands, this is a couple here. They had planned, we're going to pull on their energy first, and then we have an Emperor energy, a King of Cups. Now, let me tell you the energy that I pulled off of the two, off of these energies before I even like really, I swear I didn't even pull cards. This King and Queen of Wands, they are a couple. They wanted a divine, this specific divine feminine earth angel in a love triangle as a sex fix, as a third party, possibly as like you know, like someone that they could both have actual fantasies fulfilled with and stuff. This could include siphoning of said divine feminine's energy. And when they couldn't, when they either lost their investment, because they invested 10 of Pentacles into having this set up in this divine feminine's life to make it work out for their best benefit. They lost this 10 of Pentacles. They got outbid some type of way. They ran out of time. They had a certain amount of time to get divine feminine in this contract or get this divine feminine in this sticky situation with them. And so since they lost their 10 of Pentacles, they then proceeded to come up with a scheme, a scam, so to speak, to sue the divine feminine and make false police reports on this divine feminine and say that this divine feminine ruined their marriage by being a sneaky link to the King of Wands, and that she gave the King of Wands an STD, and then they were going to sue this divine feminine for everything she has. It's giving a lot of rich lady energy, even if this divine feminine does not have a lot of money at this time, because I feel like a lack of money in the past, divine feminine has played a huge role in her life. But this was all orchestrated by this King of Swords, okay? To get her in this energy of being susceptible, accepting help, or accepting, you know, sudden wealth from any and everyone. 1 second, collective. 1 second. I gotta let my baby. Why you didn't have your hood on? Have a good day at school? Okay. Yeah. Huh? I'm recording right now. What? What is it? No, child, we ain't going to the store. Not right now. What you want from the store? I'll give you one of them. I'll give you a candy bar. Oh, y'all costumes are in there. Next to the chair, behind that chair. Yeah, in the bag. I forgot to tell Dada. Anyways. So, this divine feminine could be coming into sudden wealth. And this wealthy man, because I'm still not sure who the wealthy man is. This wealthy man has a different energy. I don't like any of their energy, but I don't like this wealthy man's energy in particular. This is a very hidden figure type of thing, right? With this wealthy man, he has been doing things behind the scene. This could be paying a practitioner. This could be paying people to mess with this divine feminine's money. Like if this divine feminine is expecting sudden wealth, like a huge check, settlement, anything like that coming in the mail or being delivered by post service, by process server, this wealthy man has been doing a lot of pulling strings and a lot of black magic to stop this divine feminine from getting this sudden wealth or to delay it in such a way where he felt like that he could come in, he could get her buttered up by saying one of these women, this younger woman or this madam like lady that he has scalped. He has these two women scout out feminines, like particularly divine feminine earth angels, okay? And then he proceeds to break their privacy, their confidence, stuff like that, even going into their medical records. If they're a divine feminine, going into their medical records, having an IT tech spy on said divine feminine through her phone and electronic devices. Mercury retrograde, sorry y'all. So this wealthy man, he has been doing a lot of stuff to delay this divine feminine sudden wealth. However he's doing this, he has been doing this, and he has been successful so far. But his plan was to come in after getting her all buttered up and offering her what appears to be sudden wealth, right? And then he would proceed to impregnate said divine feminine, give her an STD, disease, or demon. This man does have a succubus spirit attached to him, and then impregnate her, and then after, and then basically put her on the host straw. However you would like to consider that to be. He could have possibly wanted to like pimp her out as an escort to these other gentlemen for money. These men may be very well established and have a lot of money as well. These men could have also fronted this wealthy man. They could have fronted this man money on contracts that, like, he just knew that things were going to work out. Okay, we don't know how all of these people fit together, but we are going to see. Like I said, there's an emperor, older gentleman who has invested a lot of money to have the divine feminine unalive so he can get her heart for an organ transplant. This man could be Saudi or of Arabic descent. This is what I picked up. No cards. No cards. There is a King of Cups. Now, as you can see, I didn't write nothing about him, but I'm going to tell you the energy that I felt off of this King of Cups. This King of Cups is being ran by his mother or a mother figure, but I'm getting strong mother energy. King of Cups. They can have a very like ancestral type of relationship or connection. This can be emotional incest. This can be actual incest. This King of Cups is very, 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 very much so heavily manipulated and ran by a mother. Okay, so it appears as if the mother has put this King of Cups on the trail of said divine feminine. Now, this mother figure could be, this emperor energy could be the King of Cups father. The mother could be his wife, or a strange wife, or just the separated mother of said King of Cups. Then we have the King of Swords, of course, I haven't pulled, and then we have another King of Wands, okay? That's where we are with this energy, okay? Somebody thought it would be good news. Somebody is stressed the F out and pissed off right now. I'm not sure who it is. I only have the King of Swords sitting here at the top of the deck because this King of Swords had planned on robbing said divine feminine, robbing her by way of a marriage, okay? Possibly coming in and marrying divine feminine and forming a fake alliance, and then helping this King and Queen of Wands sue this divine feminine for however reason. Like I said, this was a plan. This was made. This was heavily orchestrated. They could have even said this, they could have even fake married this divine feminine behind the scenes and then fake this divine feminine's death. Okay, said that this divine feminine died in some type of conflict, or that took herself out because some type of bullying conflict or incident, because we do have illusion card right here. But this divine feminine is a good person. She is in good energy. She is an earth angel. And I feel like because of her morality, her humaneness, her goodness, she is okay. And her stability is also being restored back to her in her life. Okay. Oh, Lord. I have not moved or messed with these cards at all. See, top card. These are all the cards I had already pulled on the first read. And these are the next ones. They are still lined up the same kind of way. At the bottom is wish fulfillment here, or top, as you would like to call it. We have a King of Swords here. A King of Swords painted an illusion to get a divine feminine targeted and stuck in a particular area, right? Spirits say that that is the truth. This King of Swords, like I said, could be the wealthy man with the Hierophant energy here, who was trying to protect something, or was trying to make it seem like that he was trying to protect. He was possibly supposed to come in, or behind the scenes, he could have been saying that he was trying to protect himself from a divine feminine who gets in Two of Cups connections, who had got into a Two of Cups with him and then played him, only trying to hold on to his money and be a Queen of Pentacles, right? Just so she can stay single. This could be a masculine who riled up a whole bunch of men and told these other men that initially that he was with a divine feminine, and I don't feel like that this divine feminine knows this. King of Swords, if she does, we're gonna see. But he made it seem like this woman he was in love with this woman, and she was only after him for his money, come to find out, and she had planned on unaliving him so she could collect insurance money off of him. He had fake married this woman. He had fake married this divine feminine. Okay? Like I said, this divine feminine could be wealthy and not even know it. This could be something concerning a settlement behind the scenes. A settlement that involves a death, or an inheritance that involves a death, okay? The passing on of someone. Someone could have passed on some type of inheritance or trust to said divine feminine. But this King of Swords fake married this divine feminine behind the scenes and stuff. And yeah, this King of Swords is hella deceptive. We got Seven of Swords with the wish fulfillment. So he got all these extra people riled up and said that this divine feminine played with his heart. He was in love with her. He wanted to be with her. He could have even said that she does witchcraft and that they got married and she only married him for his money and stuff. And that, yeah, this King of Swords very well could be the wealthy man. And that he married the divine feminine, thinking they were in love, and then the divine feminine, he found out that she was trying to orchestrate his unaliving or his passing, only to collect the money and be in Queen of Pentacles energy. Thank you. And that she does heavy magic and black magic on people. He could be connected to this Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups could be the King of Cups wife or the King of Cups mother. They both could be water signs. There's a King of Cups of significance that stays possibly overseas. I'm going to pull on everybody's energy. Yeah, this King of Swords was a liar. That's what I do know. And this is how the divine feminine target got put on her head. Now, this King of Swords, now what I do feel like is like maybe he had some type of money, but it's possible that he really didn't gain any type of actual wealth until he got all these people to help join in with him to target this divine feminine. There are particular factions that this man has worked with behind the scenes. These could be like gangs. These could be like the cartel mafia, anybody like that. Sorry, y'all. Blame the King of Swords. Blame the King of Swords. He put y'all energy out here on the table. So I'm just reading it. Do not attack the reader. I am just the messenger. Okay. But he could have gotten a front, like money. Give it back to him. And I better not hear a peep. I'm back. Children, y'all, children. I already got a headache, so like I said, I'm the worst sick person ever. I do not get sick. Whatever he told these people was a lie. Like I said, this King of Swords, to get them to work with him. He could have even got fronted money by, like I said, mafia, cartel, anything like that. He could have got fronted money by these people in order to fund whatever this so-called business venture it is, this newfound business venture that he went on to target said divine feminine. And then he proceeded to pay a whole bunch of other people in different groups across the states, across the seas, across the world to help him target this divine feminine because he wanted this divine feminine sudden wealth. I don't know if these two actually even know each other. This is the crazy part. People really insane out here in this world. Real, I mean, like, really. I don't even think this King of Swords knows this divine feminine, or at least he doesn't know her well enough to fake a marriage to her and then do all of these things to her. But I feel like this King of Swords has something else going on, and I'm not gonna say it. We're gonna see if it comes out in the cards, though. Okay. Give me more on this King of Swords energy. Listen. This is how he got connected with the King of Cups. I don't know if the divine feminine knows the King of Cups or not. But the King of Cups and the King of Swords very much so could be very well affiliated, if you know what I mean. Like I said, this King of Cups, he has a mother or a mother figure, but this feels heavily like a mother. And there's heavy ancestral energy there. Like heavy incest energy. And I didn't pull now tarot card or any kind on this King of Cups. That's the energy I got that came off of there. Like there's a woman that puppets a son. There is a woman that puppets a King of Cups son, and she manipulates this man's emotions heavily. Y'all know them. I don't know if y'all have ever seen. Let's see, what's the movie like? Where you have like a very wealthy mother, and it's like kind of like Norman and Kathy Bates. Yeah. This could be a situation like that. And you know, like, I can't remember if Norman and Kathy Bates actually like had actual encounters together, or if it was such an emotional incest where it's very uncomfortable to people when people are around. This is a mother who will be in a room when her son comes out of the shower and sees him naked, and you know, like dictate what he wears, dictate his body, dictate who he dates, dictates what he eats, dictates everything. She'll even kiss him in the mouth. This is that type of weird energy. I'm telling y'all what I love. It's weird. It's weird. But this King of Cups very well could have been in a relationship or been interested in this divine feminine, and this divine feminine turned him down. But the thing is, like, how do you develop? This is like, how do you develop this type of obsession with a divine feminine that turned you down, or possibly y'all had a short relationship, short connection, online, something weird like that. And then you develop such y'all don't work out, however, whatever it is. And then you want to Ten of Swords, this divine feminine. So it could be this King of Cups that orchestrated this and reached out to the King of Swords. And the King of Swords could have been the one that knows all the people, knows how to really get people riled up. You know, King of Swords, they're good with their thoughts, but they're also good with their words. So this is the type of person that will get like the crowd, the rally up the crowd, get all the pitchforks, and everybody will be so fucking gung-ho to take out a woman, okay? To take out a woman. Because the King of Swords said that they were in a relationship and she got with him for his money and then wanted to off him for his money. But there's a King of Cups of significance here. Since he came out first, we're going to read his energy, since the King of Swords wants to hide like a little bitch. Okay? Yeah, the King of Cups is the orchestrator of this bullshit. What is the divine feminine's relation? Shit, listen. A fishy ass offer. These could have been, like I said, this King of Cups could have approached this divine feminine. He could have been led by his mother. Like I said, there's an older woman present here as well. I don't know if this older woman is the madam of this said wealthy man that came out in the cards earlier. Sorry, y'all, I was cold. Now I'm warm, so anyways. It could be that, like, or I don't know who this woman is. But it feels like this King of Cups and this divine feminine possibly has some type of connection, relationship. Like I said, it could be an online relationship, something like that. And this is the type of King of Cups where if it doesn't work out, he doesn't get his way, he goes and cries to mother. This is that type of fucking energy. And then mother says, she shall die, son. You know? This that type of energy. This is why I don't do the fucking online relationships, y'all. People be crazy out here. They like insane. Somebody will see you online and first they'll be a fan and then they'll be your fucking the next single white female part 2 type of shit. What's the Page of Cups with this? Yeah, these two talked online. This divine feminine possibly could have met a King of Cups on a dating website or something. They could have been talking a lot online. But whatever he was offering her anyways, the relationship, it was fishy. It was a setup to begin with. It was a setup to begin with. Yeah. With an illusion. Because his King of Cups is being ran by his mother. Now, like I said, the mother could be the one that is like in this madam type of energy, and she could be connected to this wealthy man. This wealthy man is very much so hidden. This wealthy man could be a very powerful spiritualist, a dark practitioner, or an occultist. This wealthy man could be the father of a King of Cups. The wealthy man could be the emperor. I don't know. We're about to see. Ugh. Y'all, these cards are so slick. If y'all see me still licking my fingers like bliss, just get over it, okay? I'm licking my fingers. They my cards. They my cards, okay? Judgment is here. They also, this King of Cups also tried to cast this illusion that this divine feminine was under some type of judgment for something that was said about her, or it was a lot said about a divine feminine being under judgment. Like she was a karmic or something. Yeah, this King of Cups very well has a weird mother. She could be a blonde-haired woman. Like yellow blonde, you know, that terrible dye job. Not the one out of the box, but still the one that you get done at the salon and it's like that straw hay color type of shit. She could be one of those, you know. You know, she could dye her hair from salt and pepper to blonde. She could change wigs. She could have a lot of wigs. This King of Cups father could have died and left this woman a lot of money, this woman and son a lot of money. And so the mother wanted dictatorship over this King of Cups money for the rest of his life, possibly inheritance. It's like big money, because I did pick up tycoon type of energy. She wanted to have, this mother wanted control over this masculine's money. So she initially from a child started grooming him to be in this incest type of emotional incest type of relationship with her, where he would always be codependent on her, thinking that he needed to go to her to make all his decisions for his own fucking money. Like, grow the fuck up. Yeah, somebody's father could have passed away. Also, these people, this King of Cups thought that if he called judgment on this divine feminine because he was emotionally butthurt because possibly she broke up with him from some weird ass online relationship. Oh, fucking God. Like, oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all. My head hurts. This just pisses me off. It's weirdos out here. That online dating shit is dangerous. That's why I got my ass right off of that app. I seen the first couple of options, first 10 options. It was like, nope, never mind. And I deleted that app. I'm telling you. I deleted that app. People are psychopaths. First, a person to see you in a store and see, and also all these people, they think that divine feminine has this sparkle aura. It's blue, like a blue sparkle aura. And even if she doesn't know that she has this, or that she's from this royal bloodline or lineage, other people, especially people who are practitioners, people who are occultists, people who work in the dark arts, people who work on the spiritual path and they're very far in their spiritual path, they can see this on this divine feminine. Okay? Child. Nope. Like, Lord. Like, whoo. Y'all see why the hell I be single and celibate, because, baby, you can't even get nobody some cooch these days. You can't even let nobody smell it. Get too close to smell it, because these motherfuckers go crazy. Then they want to murder you and shit. Them motherfuckers all hiding and sliding through your goddamn ducts and air ducts and vents and shit like Mission Impossible. Weird ass motherfuckers. Ten of Cups is in the reverse. Child, don't tell me, wait. This woman is not this King of Cups real mother. She could be a woman that married his father for money and then actually offed his father, but nobody knows. He could be an only child. His father could be an only child, okay? And grandfather left a lot of old money to this father figure. And when he passed away, due to unforeseen circumstances, he left the money in charge of his wife, which would be this King of Cups stepmother. That's why this incest energy is so heavy. This woman is not this King of Cups real mother. I don't know if he knows this or not. I don't know if he knows this. We don't know. But this is why. And she just didn't want the portion that was left to her. She probably done blew through that shit already. I can guarantee you. And that's why she, at a young age, whenever she got her hands on this King of Cups, she started grooming him to be codependent on her so she could always have her hands on his money, because, of course, the father would more than likely leave the bulk of the money to the King of Cups, to the son. Especially if this is his only child and only son and only heir. The father could be a tycoon type of figure. Give me more. The Chariot. The father could have passed away in a car crash or orchestrated car crash by this woman. Yeah, a car crash. He could have been crushed by a car in a car crash. The father. The King of Cups could have also been in this car, but he actually survived. Yeah, this woman wanted to take both of them out, but the King of Cups survived. He could have sustained a lot of damage to his mental. No wonder. I knew I picked up on crazy energy. Trust me, a crazy person know a crazy person when they see it and feel it. Ugh. Give me more on, let me see. I'm going to do something different. I don't know which one I want to pull on this King of Cups. I'm going to pull on this King of Cups from the Light Shadow Tarot because I want to know what the fucking nature is of him and the Divine Feminine anyways. We got 8 of Cups. The Divine Feminine walked away from him from online dating. How dare you walk away from me from online dating? I was trying to kill you. Are you crazy? Baby, I'm just, y'all hear my nice little 1940s blues and jazz playing in the background? I got that going. I got me a nice cup of hot coffee. We're probably going to eat us some nice homemade chili and cornbread, honey. Yes, yes, yes. You know, chilling in the house, the devil with the 8 of Cups. Listen. Some people just can't be broken up with. Given the authority, guys, I would definitely, and I don't mean guys in a disrespectful manner to anybody of the LGBTQ plus WYXXYZ. I think that's how you say it, okay? But listen, I feel like arranged marriages need to be enforced. Not strictly enforced, but very much so enforced. And not only that, relationships. We're talking about pre-relationship fucking psychological testing and evaluations. Ain't no way that a Divine Feminine was talking to a man online and he decided that he was gonna go straight devil mode because she walked away from him. Who wants to date somebody online? I don't know how long these two were even talking. It's like, well, is that really dating, guys? If we talk online, he was a scam artist any fucking ways. Him and his mom, or he and his mom, M-U-M, he and his mom. They probably had ran through all of that money and stuff because of her terrible habits and stuff. She probably was tricking off on all the young boys and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Nice little pool boy, a couple of cabana boys and stuff like that. She probably was tricking off on a lot of them, you know? Somebody definitely could be from like England, Cambridge, something like that. Cambridge is a university though, right? But it's also a place, right? Overseas, huh? It is the, right. Y'all, I'm corny like that. So I told my daughter, she's at Walmart, and I was like, bro, give me some nice like pumpkin or apple cinnamon carpet freshener so I can vacuum. And you know, I got all my little beautiful smelling candles in here with the beautiful autumn weather type of scents and stuff. And she's like, oh no, you trying to have it too damn holiday up in there. Like, girl. Ace of Wands, you have awakened me in a hot flame of passion to follow my soul and my true life path. My soul and body wants you. This is the King of Cups to the Divine Feminine. So what I feel like is, even if this King of Cups was forced to target this Divine Feminine, start an online relationship, he developed feelings for this Divine Feminine, because of course a Divine Feminine would come with nurturing, compassion, you know, all that loving energy, more than likely something that he had never felt from this weird ass mom of his, right? And so it probably initially started off as some type of scam or some way to lure in a Divine Feminine. But once he felt and experienced the true power of Divine Feminine compassion, Divine Femininity, period, everything that it stands for, he developed an obsession with this woman. It says, you have awakened in me a hot flame of passion to follow my soul and true life path. My soul and body wants you. Oh yeah, he want her, all right. Locked up in the damn, in one of those big, look, listen, they could have a really big house with a lot of rooms. I think he has a room with just a shrine dedicated to this Divine Feminine. And he also has a room that's dedicated just for the holding of, hostage of said Divine Feminine. Look, I ain't trying to scare y'all, but people weird out here. People weird out here. How many like, who watching Lifetime? Who watch Hallmark movies, right? And Hallmark don't get that kind of like, you know, they don't get that kind of crime scene-y like, but, you know, they can get kind of up in there and stuff. People crazy. If Lifetime and movies and all these crime shows don't tell us anything, it tells us that one encounter, one hi in the fucking public, and somebody will fucking follow you for the rest of your life, do stuff to ruin your life. They'll live in your fucking attic with a cot and a motherfucking and a whole bunch of pictures of you, a couple pairs of your panties, and a fucking bottle of lotion. God damn it. People weird. People are weird. Okay? King of Cups energy, child. King of Cups. Look. Justice is in the reverse. Listen, let me pick you up. He don't want me to pick this up. He don't want to say that he's an unjustified weirdo. Uncertified. Do you hear me? This somebody that hasn't been diagnosed, or if they have been diagnosed, it's been by one of those private doctors that makes house calls and stuff. Yeah. And then they hide away the evidence that this motherfucker is cuckoo. Okay? Justice in the reverse. I see now how my behavior has affected you. Listen, this is Joe Goldberg with money. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how many people would have been dead if Joe Goldberg had money? Can you imagine? Child, I see now how my behavior has affected you, and it's painful feeling. It's a painful feeling, sorry. You did not deserve that, and I will make things right in the reverse. This Divine Feminine talked to the wrong person online. Let's get two more, and we're going to get out of this King of Cups energy. Two more, please, and thank you, King of Cups. The nature of his relationship with Divine Feminine. I think online dating should start with psychological surveys any fucking ways. Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how fucked up are you? What was your childhood like? Like, oh no, like, unfortunately, you don't qualify. After careful review, your account does not qualify, or your psychological standing does not qualify to have an account on a dating website. Oh, like, ew, man. We have to reestablish safety policies and procedures around here, especially when it comes to dating, because, man, yeah, we have Two of Pentacles in the reverse. This man is unhinged. This man is unhinged. Okay. I get my value from my work. So I tend to take on more than I can handle. I don't know how to balance my work life and love life, but it's in the reverse. I don't his mother dictates everything. He doesn't see this man, this King of Cups could have a heavy spell on him, like heavy witchcraft. Because how I feel about his energy is like this man's mind is not there. Nope. American Psycho, no. At least he had enough. But you know how later on in the movie he started losing his fucking mind? He forgot who he was, which identity he was, which place he was going, who he had unalived and all that shit like that. He had forgot. Baby. This King of Cups very much could be like a businessman. He could travel for business or have a traveling business. One more, King of Cups and the nature of divine. Everything is coming out in the reverse, y'all, except for the Ace of Wands. I feel like maybe it should have been in the reverse. I'm not really sure if this deck takes reversals, but we're going to take them however they come out, okay? We got King of Pentacles in the reverse. Listen, this is this mother figure. She don't want this masculine to know that the money that she has been giving him or holding over his head, like she takes care of him, that's his fucking money. I don't know how this woman got wind of a divine feminine. We gonna pull on too. I am practical and a very good investor. If there is anything you need in the material world, you can count on me. In the reverse. No, you can't, because he would have to go over it with mother first. Okay. This woman might even tuck this motherfucking bed with the devil. She might even tuck this motherfucking bed. I'm saying. Did my music stop? It was so beautiful while it lasted. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Because I got to turn the music back on. We finna pull on the next energy. If you guys want to step away, cool. I'll be right back though. Mommy's music. Oh, it did. Pause. Where's that? What you doing? Yeah. I see. Okay, here you go, baby. Sorry, guys. I'm back. I'm back. Psychopath number 2, okay? Who we doing, man? No, I said, guess since we're already in the mother's energy. Sorry. It's freaking, anyways. The mother's energy, we're going to pull on her. We're going to see what's this bitch's problem. Because I feel like she is the one that initially put this King of Cups up to targeting this divine feminine. But how does she know about the divine feminine? She is probably because she's the madam of this wealthy man. This wealthy man, she could be a sugar mama to this wealthy man at one point in time. Yeah, and listen, Queen of Cups to the Sun. I don't know. We're gonna say, you know, usually that's good energy, but we pulling on Kathy Bates energy. So you know, we never know what could come out. She could look like the Sun and the Queen of Cups, but on the inside, she gonna look like fucking Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type of thing, right? This woman may work for the justice system. She may fight for justice. She may be an officer of peace. Shut the fuck up. Or maybe this masculine's, this King of Cups father was a justice of peace. But I feel like the father came from money. I'm telling you, I felt old money off of that. That's that old money. Old money, like old. Like they have an antiques room and a tea room. They even have a ballroom for all the galas and such. Give me this mother's energy of the King of Cups. She could also have car dealerships. I don't know what that means. Or she invested in having this masculine come towards this divine feminine. Oh Lord, we're at 45 minutes already. Give me more on this mother energy. She could be an earth sign. She could be a Virgo. She could be a Virgo, a Cancer, Virgo. Or she could be a... This woman does this for a living. In the first live, I said that there's a wealthy man who has like a woman that's a madam. She typically approaches the women who are more, you know, upscale, the ones that are hard to approach, the ones that the younger scouts, like feminines of this wealthy man, can't really like connect to. He'll typically send in this madam-like energy. These people are scouts of divine beings, and they want a divine feminine. That's what these people are. They are scouts. They go around collecting information, spying on, and digging into divine beings' information, everything about them, who they're connected to, and everything, because they are targeting them. Or this has been the way that they have made their money. That, like I said, this woman could have ran through any money left to her. She could have gave it all to this wealthy man. Or maybe she ran through the money and she don't want this King of Cups to know that they are broke. So she started doing this work for this wealthy man. A scout for divine beings. Particularly, we talking about a divine feminine that has been targeted. I'm gonna pull on this wealthy man energy because he simply, listen. This woman is a scout for divine beings. If that's not the energy I'm pulling on, I don't know what else to call it. A heavy Cancer energy here. Heavy Cancer energy. Why am I getting this word like pilot? This could be like a show pilot. This could be a woman who was in like some type of pilot for a show, and maybe the pilot never like made it or allowed for the show to make it or go like, you know, full season or something like that. This could also be, like I said, this woman is a madam, bro. This woman is a madam. She picks out women for this wealthy man because he funds her lifestyle. Because I don't know how the hell, when I say that this Cups, his father had to have money. And I'm not talking about, like, I don't even know how to explain it, but we know what old money is. We talking about old money. Like people that have like, what do you call the things? Not the bustier. It's like braziers, or that's not what they're called. They're the statues, like the old statues, and it shows no arms and the face, right? And this, I don't know, with rooms full of shit like that and fucking Fabergé eggs and like old shit and crowns, even like all kinds of like antique, like old ass fabrics and colors that only you see in a royal household type of thing. This masculine's father could have been royalty or come from a royal bloodline as well. Maybe this is an incident where this masculine, this King of Cups, before his father died, he did believe in arranged marriages, like I said. And maybe this divine feminine was on like the family's radar. Like the family knew the coming of this divine feminine. And she was meant to marry this King of Cups, but the father never got a chance to really place these two together. I don't know how that they came up. Look, this could be like a meeting of family bloodlines or lineages to keep like the blue blood, okay? To keep blue blood. Keep the bloodline pure or keep the bloodline royal. This is the King of Cups, this is the type of man that his father was, the type of family that they came from. I don't know. I think this man died very early in this King of Cups life. Maybe like 4, maybe 5, 4 or 5. So he was too young to know that his father was possibly royal, because I feel like I said, this is a family where there's only they only have one child, or something like that. They only have one child. It's usually a male. He could be like the third. He could be like Junior the third or Junior the second or something like that. I don't know if I want to take that, but Ace of Wands. The moon with the Ace of Wands. Yeah, this masculine don't know where he comes from. He don't know the type of bloodline that he comes from, the lineage that he comes from, and that he was supposed to continue, possibly with this divine feminine. I'm pulling on a woman energy and he's still coming out. Y'all see how weird their energy is intertangled, like intermingled, but this could just be like heavy, like I said, binding work by this woman on this King of Cups, because this King of Cups don't have a fucking mind of his own. Yeah, we got Star here. We got Star with the Ace of Wands with the moon. These two were possibly set to be married or together or combined in some kind of way. Not the mother and the son, the divine feminine and this King of Cups. Give me more on this mother energy with the moon. Her energy, okay, so her energy really came out as the Chariot, Seven of Pentacles, I was going to say the Harriet. This woman's name could be Harriet. The Chariot, the Seven of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Moon. This woman, this masculine is fighting to free himself from whatever bindings this woman has on him. I mean, he really needs help though. Like seriously, he needs psychological help, but then he needs help freeing himself from this woman. But this woman, she sought out this divine feminine. She could have put this divine feminine on this wealthy man's radar. Cayenne, open the door for one. Yeah. This woman. She sought out to sacrifice this divine feminine for the money. Over, you fine. She needed a bargaining chip. She done got so old. Well, she can't bargain with the coochie no more. I'm just saying. Look, I'm just saying. Let's be honest. She can't bargain with her vagina anymore. She's broke. This is a woman who has squandered a fortune, an estate. And she went to get the help of some wealthy man. And he asked her, what's her bargaining chip? Because maybe before her bargaining was, what's between her legs. That's ran through. She's old, right? He don't want that. He want younger. He want newer. He want fresher. He wants star energy, Ace of Wands, wands with power. He want divine feminine, punani, okay? Or power. I don't even feel like it's punani. This is not the type of man that cares about that. This man cares about only those type of interactions when it comes to siphoning energy. He could have asked this woman what could she bargain for if she wanted to borrow money or possibly stay on his payroll, keep money flowing in her pocket, keep her lifestyle. And she probably bargained off her son's at the King of Cups early age, bargaining off her sons. This is gonna be a long read. I'm gonna have to do like a third or fourth part. She bargained off her stepson's divine feminine. She binded this King of Cups. She binded his mind like real bad. This man is so conflicted in his mental space. But this is the crazy part. He is a healer. He is a healer. He is fighting to heal himself mentally. But this woman has like terrible bindings on this masculine's mind. She targeted his divine feminine. Maybe he didn't know that this woman, this divine feminine was his divine feminine, or set to be with him, or that she was a healer, or that he's a healer, you know, at that. Because maybe this, like I said, this could be a woman like Kathy Bates. She puts him up to stuff like this. This may not be the first feminine that this masculine has been made to target, the first divine feminine. But this is what he has done in the past via this mom. Give me one. Listen. The Chariot, the Magician, and the Queen of Pentacles. This is this woman. Of course, this King of Cups, like, he's the masculine, you know, so maybe where they come from, I feel like where they come from, men have more of a foot, they can get their foot in the door easier, they have more of a standing, especially with him being a young man. I feel like he may be very good looking as well. This woman did a lot of bullshit like Munchausen by proxy and stuff like that when this masculine was younger. I'm telling you, his father died at like when he was 4. He did. Ace of Swords. Like I said, this woman, this mother figure of his could be an earth sign or a heavy, she could be like heavy Cancer with some earth in her chart. Yeah. 3 of Pentacles is here. This is what this woman does for work. She's a madam. And she has him do her dirty work, like all the heavy lifting. This is one reason why she bonded him. Another reason was because she stole all his money, wanted control of him, having him in a codependent relationship. Now he spent up all his she spent up all his money. He's a healer. She possibly even went to sacrifice him or use him as a sacrifice when he was young too. This woman is demonic. She is evil. This woman is in a contract with the wealthy man. She gave him this King of Cups divine feminine, or bargained off the divine feminine, because the divine feminine came from a royal lineage. I'm telling you. After this King of Cups father died. And this woman is responsible for the death. See, the King of Cups was supposed to die too. I pulled enough on her. Let's pull on who's the sacrifice. Yeah. This woman may have grown up very poor, in like a real poor village. Here, I'm gonna get a couple of these so you can go back home. I need my damn inhaler. Child, I'm not going back to that store. Oh, let's switch up the deck. It's too much energy on here. Nine of Swords here. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse here. With the 10 of Wands. Damn. Wands, Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Child. It could even be a situation where this father, you know, people sneaky when it comes to their wills. The devil, this father knew this woman was a devil. She was a money grubbing ass whore. Okay? Queen of Wands. Could have met this woman when she was younger, like I said. He could be wealthy. She could come from a poor village. Her family could have like sold her to this King of Cups father. These things happen. They do. You know, like Memoirs of a Geisha. They were very poor. They lived in the village. They were very poor. Their family bargained them off. You know, because they couldn't take care of them, couldn't feed them. She went to one house. Her sister went to another district, but they sold her Sayuli to the pleasure district. She went to be a geisha. These people could be of Asian descent, but I don't know. I don't really pick up on that. I pick up on possibly Indonesia. Who energy are we pulling on? The Ace of Wands from the beginning. Who started it from the beginning? Five of Swords. A defender. Somebody tried to defend. Somebody forced themselves onto someone. Tower. I didn't say we picking up on that movie Memoirs of a Geisha. I said I use that as an example because I'm not going to read this. Because what they're telling me is that this woman, this is somebody. Oh, Lord. Well, these wealthy families and their money. Somebody could have forced themselves onto this this woman that's now the King of Cups stepmother. When she was younger and she was set to marry somebody else, because they definitely could be from a country where that is frowned upon. Even if a man forced himself on their Joy Luck Club, she would now be considered impure or tainted. Judgment by a judge. So the King of Cups father forced himself on her when she was younger, or somebody did, and then she was sold to the King of Cups father, possibly as a servant or something. She comes from a family where if you had before marriage or you up your virginity before it's time, where you are possibly or beaten. Like I said, Memoirs of a Geisha. The world. I'm telling you, this woman comes from like a cultural background where this is frowned upon. But she could have been, if somebody forced themselves on her, she didn't. Nobody wants to read all up in your energy. I mean, yeah, she has a story too, but she has a story too. At one point in time, she was the victim, and now she is a victimizer. She was very beautiful when she was younger. Even like now, she can still be very beautiful. But whatever happened to her when she was young, she feels like it ruined the rest of her life, her world, and she was sold off. And she could have been sold off to this King of Cups father. Possibly as a slave or a maiden of some type. And that's why she poisoned this man with a heart attack. The Empress. She also got pregnant. Child, nah. Give me one more. Nah. Either she was a victim, she was the product of SA. She was the product of incest. or she bore children through this SA event that happened to her. She bore a child. And she was sent away. And then forced to give the baby away. Yeah, this woman was sent away. She could have been very much so shunned by her community. Somebody definitely took advantage of her. And it was considered her fault because of the way she looks. But she definitely became pregnant by this incident. Nobody knows about the child. And this child is not this King of Cups. I'm sure finna see. Because now inquiring minds want to know. 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords. It's there could be another King of Cups. This wealthy man. This could be this woman's biological son. This is why she worked so easily with him. This is why she married this King of Cups father. She targeted this King of Cups in this family anyways. Queen of Cups, I mean, this divine feminine. Somewhere, something weird right here. Queen of Swords. This made her real heartless. She had to give up a child. Nobody knew about this child. Yeah, 6 of Swords in the reverse. This made her real cold. Who is it? Give me more on the child. What happened to the baby? Oh, it died. It died. Or she told people that it passed away. She could have given the baby away. She could have had the baby on her own. It didn't make it. Yeah, 10 of Swords. She made the baby not make it. Oh. I don't even want to be in this energy. Can we get out of this energy, please? This is supposed to be a shorter read. I was supposed to have been through with this. This woman definitely could be from Indonesia. The baby didn't die. This woman told people this baby, and for the people that knew that she was pregnant, this baby didn't die. 6 of Swords is in the reverse under the Empress. This baby didn't transition. She said that the baby passed away. Or she said that the baby, it was her or the baby's life in the balance. And so she had to choose her own life. But she feels like she sold her soul when she did this. This made this woman a very cold woman. But I'm trying to figure out, where does the King of Cups father come into play with this? King of Cups. And this woman, Hierophant in the reverse. The Sun. Listen, this wealthy man is her child. Why am I picking up on all these movies? Probably because everybody in the world is watching movies. King of Cups again, Four of Swords. This wealthy man, the Fool, Four of Cups, King of Pentacles. There he go, Nine of Cups. This wealthy man, either this is her, like, the child that she had that she possibly gave up and lied and said that passed away. And then reconnected with this, with him later. Maybe he came and found her later while she was in a marriage. And she decided she didn't want... She decided to work with her son. He probably was grown by this time. She gave this child away. Listen. I'm finna put these up. Put these back, reshuffle. Because I've had enough of her story. The shit that go on in this world, child. This woman gets a lot of migraines too. Six of Cups with the Tower. This was a tragic event that changed this woman in the past. The High Priestess. She could have been a High Priestess. Her divinity could have been stolen from her at a young age by a lover that took advantage of her. The Empress, I'm telling you. Maybe this wealthy man is the, I don't know. We're about to see. Sometimes people develop Stockholm Syndrome, Page of Pentacles, and Ace of Wands. Somebody stole this woman's essence, energy, innocence at a young age. Give me more on this wealthy man energy, the wealthy man. Let's pull our energy back from the King of Cups, this woman, and all other energies. We want to focus solely on this wealthy man. This woman could have been, before I even get up out of this energy, listen, this mother figure, she could have been one of those children that were prepped and groomed to be like a nun. Okay? Because I don't know why I'm getting this, but this is show what I'm getting to be like a nun. But to be, or to take this vow, she would have to take like a vow of celibacy, never, always be a virgin, you know? Like no sexual activity, and somebody forced himself. Either this was like the convalescence, like headmaster, I guess is what you would want to call him, or the man priest, something that took this woman's virginity, like forced himself on her, and she, like, there was no hiding it because she became impregnated by this person. And maybe, of course, she was already probably staying at the convalescent. They kept her like hidden and stuff, made her have the baby and then lie and say the baby passed away. But this man stole this woman's innocence, this woman's purity. She was set to be a divine feminine. So that's where a lot of her hatred stems from. So it was stolen from her. The Hierophant came out in the reverse. So this give me is someone who, they gave me the energy of someone who appears to be godly or who is in that type of position, but they are not of God. Or they do perform a lot of acts that are not of God. And don't act like it don't happen. And especially if you come from another country where they have like, you have been born, bred, and groomed to be like a nun or something like that, to carry on maybe a family lineage. It is very much so possible. Even if somebody forced themselves on you in some cultures, you are considered ruined. You are considered trash. You are considered, and that's not the way it should be, but that's the way that women have been treated. Period. In many cultures, many. And I've done my research on that. Ten of Swords. Somebody took this woman's essence. Anyways, wealthy man. We're talking about the wealthy man. Focus on the wealthy man. Who is this wealthy man that parties like a rock star? That has that package? The wealthy man could be the priest. Give me more with the Seven of Swords. Wealthy man, Ten of Swords, Seven of Swords. The wealthy man could be the priest that's a predator. Listen. There's so many people that come from royal bloodlines and lineages. It doesn't mean that they're holy, and it doesn't mean that they're divine beings. So remember that. Some people, they are meant to set to be divine beings, and they just don't make it through life's trials and tribulations. Ace of Wands. The wealthy man is the priest that forced himself on this woman. It's not her son, it's the priest. He's the priest. Then who the hell is who the hell is the child? Strength, Seven of Cups, Ace of Swords, the Lovers. A child damn sure came from this. And this priest also lied on her, because this woman was young during this. He also lied on her and said that it was not a forceful act, that they were both willing, because of how and people believed him because of how she looked and how bright she shined. They felt like she was tainted. Four of Cups. They felt like that she had become polluted with some type of like impure thoughts and stuff like that. Like, you know, he could have even made it seem like she came on to him. Yeah, the Empress, Two of Cups. He made it seem like she came on to him. Sick. Wealthy man. She could have went on and had a life with this King of Cups father, and then when she was with this King of Cups father, maybe the King of Cups father did not know at the time when they got married that she had an estranged child that she possibly had given away. And maybe this priest, emperor and stuff, you know, this is what he does. He's this type of person. Yeah, High Priestess is in the reverse. Listen. He stole with the Ace of Wands. He stole this woman's energy, like divine feminine energy, real young. And then I don't know how he found this woman. Maybe he kept up with her because, of course, she became impregnated. So he found her, and she was married. Baby, we are not talking about Scream 3 here. No, he found her, and she was married, and he possibly threatened to tell her husband about their affair and the child, knowing maybe that this husband is the type that comes from a lineage where they don't marry women who had children out of wedlock, where they don't marry women who have been like virginity being taken and stuff like that. This King of Cups father could have thought when he married this woman that she was a virgin, because maybe in their culture it is shunned upon. This wealthy man, he could have even attached something to this woman during this. Of course he did. The child. The spirit baby. That came out in the first part. He could have attached something to this woman to always keep an energetic cord or track on her. And when she got married to this wealthy man, he could have came to extort this woman. And she could have worked with him to unalive this King of Cups father. When this King of Cups was possibly, even if this King of Cups, because I really don't know. I really can't say if the King of Cups is the child or what, but he keep coming out. The wealthy man, give me two more. Listen. Yeah, the wealthy man, Knight of Wands. He sure was her assaulter, the Star. And the Devil. And the Fool. He came back to ruin this woman's life. The wealthy man. And extort her for money. This is probably how he's a wealthy man. He could work for the justice system. Or this could also be because in this justice card, we have two women that are kneeling at the feet of a woman, possibly this Queen of Swords energy. Bad luck, bad fortune, karma. Yeah, he came back to extort this woman. Y'all see how one person's act can ruin the lives of many later, even later on down the line? This man is like the devil incarnate. The wealthy man. Not this woman. We're talking about the wealthy man here. Nine of Swords. He extorted this woman. He made her do this, which you can't really make someone do this, but he had already tainted her mind from whatever this act was. Bro, the lovers. Oh, man. The shit people do. 8 of Cups. He threatened to tell this woman's husband about the child. And she knew that if the husband found out that he was going to walk away from her and leave her with nothing. So she agreed to help unalive him, even the son possibly. Ace of Cups. She could love this man a lot. Yeah, listen, this man came back to extort this woman, however we like to look at it. He was going to give this King of Cups father, I don't know who he is. He was going to give him the information that they slept together and a child was produced and that they were in love. And he could have possibly even tried to blackmail her and say that he was going to tell this man that they were in love and stuff and they were still dealing with each other. Ugh. This man is the devil incarnate, I'm telling you. The devil will hop through many vessels and use them however. Uh-huh. That's just too much, child. This energy is making my head hurt. I don't like this wealthy man's energy. It's dirty. It's sickening. The Emperor is here. Are we going to read on the Emperor now? Now, this next energy, this person that is targeting a divine feminine, this is an Emperor who possibly has a bad heart. He put in a bid to have this divine feminine as his own because he ultimately wanted to unalive her and take her heart as an organ transplant to replace his own heart. Because he didn't want to pass away. Okay, I see the Emperor and the Lovers. We're gonna see. Different deck. It's too much energy on that deck. And my Palo Santo is burnt all the way down. So. In Monticello.
Oh, she said
she came to the house and then they left. This Emperor could have got left by somebody, by a wife. He was a brutal dictator. She wanted to go love herself. He left her. It broke his heart so much where this motherfucker heart started. Listen, heartache, it'll kill you. It'll kill you. I'm just saying. Yeah, somebody left this man, this emperor, because of his temper, his ego. He was a real vain man. Like I said, like a dictator, this emperor energy. This is a different person in divine feminine's energy. This man could be like an arms dealer as well, like a lot of corruption in what he does. He could be like a foreign arms dealer. He could even have like his own village, own cities, apartments, complexes, something like that. These could even be like conglomerates. This man could be like heavy arms dealer. Yeah. This man, listen, you see how she holding her arms to her body? With contracts, this man is an arms dealer. I cannot, even though they said vulnerability, it said guarded though. You guard yourself with weapons. This man could be like a weapons dealer. Emperor energy, emperor. Give me more on this emperor. There's going to be a part 3, guys. I don't know if it's going to be tonight or what, because this energy is sickening. This emperor definitely could be an earth sign, or this talking about an ace of pentacles. His wealth is built heavily off of corruption as well. I don't want to say all that. You know, they already targeted me. Spirit woman said that this man could help fund a lot of like small wars and battles and stuff like that. Oh God, we got a twin flame out here. Child. What in the Jerry Springer are we tapping into now, Spirit? The Emperor. Earth sign, twin flame. Guilt, sabotage. His twin flame could have left him, like I said. He could have had a wife, but because of his... this is a very vain man. Like, yeah. He had a twin flame. He could be this earth sign, or his twin flame could be an earth sign that he feels guilty for because he sabotaged this connection with this woman. Some people, listen, some people don't recover from heartache, especially if you get left. This man has a very vain, this is the type of man that screams and yells at his wife, and, you know, like, in the public eye, they have looked like the perfect couple, like she was happy, but she faked it a lot. But what I'm saying is, these two were, this woman was happy with this man, and because this man was not grateful for this woman. This man very well could have had a twin flame, and she left him because of what he does, the corruption in it. This could be a very good-hearted woman, a good-natured woman. And this man is very mean-spirited. He's very, he could have been like very jealous with this woman as well. Very abusive as well. This woman left him. I feel like she ran off on a plug twice. Well, once, y'all, once. Yeah, unexpectedly. And I believe like he never got a chance. He never let her go. Even though she left him unexpectedly, he never let her go. And the heartache of losing this woman, knowing that it was his fault, how he was, I believe that this messed up this man's heart. Stress, high blood pressure, plaque, high cholesterol, okay? All kinds of issues come from heartache, because heartache, you got stress, you have anger. All these are such powerful low vibrational energies. It does cause dis-ease in the body. And this man's heart could have, listen, fire sign is here, or ace of wands. He never released this woman. He never let go or got over her. Unity is here. Why? I'm not getting that. What's the trick? Yeah, he didn't want it to be over. Why? Unity with the cycles being over. Yeah, this man, this emperor never got over this woman. This is why his heart is bad. But anyways, he wanted the divine feminine possibly to marry her as his wife, or to replace a twin flame that he lost. Yeah, he wanted her as a gift. But ultimately, when I think that when he was outbid or he couldn't get her the way that he wanted this divine feminine, he decided to have her unalived and take her heart instead to replace his. I kid you not. Breakthrough. This divine feminine could have also reminded him. This divine feminine could initially have reminded him of the wife that left him. Yeah, he felt like it was fated. God, people so fucking crazy out here. Listen. Judgment, Six of Pentacles, control in the reverse. He felt like it was fated for him to come across this divine feminine initially. He thought that he was getting a second chance to have like a divine feminine or replace this divine feminine. Very much so could resemble his original twin flame. But when he couldn't get this divine feminine, he wanted her unalive for her heart. Listen. Fate and then God. He felt like he was getting another chance. And Divine said, well, how vain you are? You think you came across this divine feminine to have another chance at love? Or did you have, or you came across her to make things right or do the right thing to get another chance? Not with the said divine feminine, but to see or repent from your vanity, from your evilness, from your corrupt lifestyle. God works like that a lot. This is what you call fate. Detours, divine intervention. Maybe this man had, like I said, he could have got wind. This emperor could know this wealthy man very well. They could deal with, like I said, a lot of corruption. A lot of like arms dealer, corruption, trafficking. This could also be like shipping of weapons and stuff overseas and stuff like that. This is the big part of the business that they possibly worked in together. This emperor could have been put on this divine feminine's radar by this wealthy man. This wealthy man did a lot. He involved a lot of people. Still, he's hidden. He didn't come out as anything. He came out as the Hierophant in the reverse, which means that he only has the type of power that he has because of how corrupt he is and because he steals power from people. He targets divine beings. He targets specifically divine feminines or a divine feminine. This wealthy man, this emperor was banking on this divine feminine, like banking on her. But then we have a king of wands and a queen of wands that was banking on the divine feminine too. We also have a king of swords. We also have a king of cups. We also have a madam-like energy. This man was very cruel too. He had his twin flame. This emperor energy. This is a different energy, y'all. Still talk about divine feminine. Because this man is older. He is. He had a chance. He maybe never seen this woman ever again. I don't see children here. I don't feel like that there were children, but we don't know. He really thought that God had given him another chance, or the divine had given him another chance to have a divine feminine or a twin, divine feminine by way of a twin, vice versa. He really thought that. This is how vain this man is. This is how shallow this man is, this emperor energy. What happened? Between him and this divine feminine? I don't feel like he's ever met this divine feminine a day in his life. He probably seen pictures, and like I said, there's a lot of surveillance, like illegal surveillancing going on in this energy. So he could have seen this divine feminine by video or by photo when this wealthy man was going around showing different bidders this divine feminine's pictures, photos, videos. Like they doing a lot in this woman's energy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Emperor energy. He really thought that it was fated to meet this divine feminine, like he was going to get another chance to bid on a woman. That's where you fucked up at right there. You're still corrupt. Your heart still fucked up. Your heart is still corrupt, okay? You're still vain. You're still egotistical. You're still a maniac, okay? So you really thought this emperor really thought that the divine brought another divine feminine, like, oh my God, it's fated. I finally get to replace my twin flame that I've been heartbroken off after 30 years of this woman leaving me. And, you know, I finally get another chance to have another one. Feeling this energy? I told y'all people insane. People really insane. Like God really gonna give you something good when you fuck something up that he already had given you that was great, that was top notch, top tier. God gave somebody their twin flame. Wait a minute. And you are vain, abusive towards this woman, dictator-like, made this woman's life a living hell. Every waking moment that she lived with you, you made her life a living hell, and you was corrupt as fuck. Yeah, okay. Yeah. You get another divine feminine, sure. You get another. We're gonna give you another shot at one of our other divine beings. And his karma is to die from a broken heart. Let's just say it that way. That's his karma. That's his fate, actually. He thought meeting divine feminine was his fate. No. That was a chance for this man to redeem himself. To, even if he didn't want to speak out against the wealthy man, he very much so could have walked away and not participated in the bullshit. But oh no, his corrupt, greedy, egotistical fucking heart and mind told him that he was going to work with this wealthy man to target a divine feminine and make her his. Because, I mean, this is just his fucking shot. Yeah, okay. This man is fucking unhinged. He unbalanced. He unstable. A broken heart will also do that to you. But this man's heart, it don't feel like this man's heart chakra was ever open. How you lose your twin flame, buddy? Fuck. Yeah, this divine feminine didn't have no chemistry with this man. He knew. Listen, this man was insane in the membrane to think that this divine feminine was going to have chemistry with him, as corrupt as he was. A divine feminine would have been, with one sight of this man, one whiff of this man's energy, a divine feminine would have been like, oh no. If it were me, I'd be like, you know, that's just me though, collective. That's just me, you know? Slightly classy, slightly graceful, slightly ghetto. No, we're going to say medium ghetto, okay? I just want to be like, I smell something in your energy. Is that corruption? I know it smells like skunk. Ew, because that's how really, people who have like real corrupt energies or spirits, they stink. Their energy stinks. It has a smell to it. It has a smell to it. That's how I know when people be sending their little homeboys towards me, because the homeboy be stinking and reeking of the exes or the past person or the person that fucked up with me. They reek of that person's energy. You cannot mistake it. They stink. It's the pheromones. Real spill. That's real life. People be smelling like burnt tuna sometimes. Sometimes they smell like burnt skunk. Like if you imagine a skunk squirting its stink and then you throwing it in a fire or you setting it on fire, it smells like that. Or sometimes it smells like too much cologne, like too much of that real strong alcohol type of cologne. Like I don't know how else to explain it. People be stinking. Their energy stinks. So then after that, he realized he was never going to get a chance with divine feminine or another divine feminine. He decided, well, I'm just going to bid on her, make her mine from afar. She don't even know she mine, but I'm just saying I'm a buy her anyways. This is the minds of all these idiots. I'm a buy her. You got men that wanted to traffic divine feminine. One man that wanted to date her and tie her up in a room and make her a little pretty little doll princess. She never go nowhere. Just pop babies up in her the whole time. Like pop, pop, pop. Just gonna pop out all them babies. She's just gonna lay here and be the pretty little thing ever. You never gonna leave the room. They gonna feed you by hand though. Oh, she was gonna have a plush life with the King of Cups and his mama. She was gonna have a plush ass life. You got a motherfucker wealthy man, a wealthy ass man who wanted to traffic said divine feminine, make her one of his hoes, put her on a hoe stroll, baby. He was gonna motherfucking sell that pussy until the walls ran the fuck out. Ugh. Men are disgusting. Patriarchal system. Lovely, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Wait. He was gonna get a divine feminine being a divine masculine in the reverse. Look, collective, laugh a bit with me. Divine masculine in the reverse. That's cute. That's cute. He thought.
I need some batteries.
Do I look like the motherfucking battery man to you?
Cause the thing won't connect to my Roku.
What thing?
The Roku app on your phone won't connect to my Roku.
And?
I can't go to my game.
You have 2 eyes and 2 hands and 2 legs. You go look for batteries. Bye. Do I look like a... Wait a minute. Hold on, son. Cha-ching! Here go your batteries. Hold on. Batteries. Let's press it. Am I a vending machine? A battery vending machine. Like, boop, 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 boop. That's the code for batteries. And I just... out my ass, right? Here's your batteries. Wait a minute, y'all. Listen, don't laugh at me with my son. He 13, like, please don't ask me no stupid question. I need some batteries, like. Why do kids do that shit? Why do they do that shit? And then he's still talking shit in the background. Baby, he cleaned that filthy ass room. He'll probably find about 50, 100, 11 million batteries.
Actually, my room is clean. My laundry.
Actually, your room is not. Your laundry is, listen, that closet. I'm recording. Anyways. A divine masculine in the reverse by way of this weird ass emperor. He thought he was going to get a woman who loved herself. Or he thought he was going to get another chance with somebody who loved themselves when he never even took the time or made the intention or effort to love himself after someone left and ghosted his ass because he was in this non-self-love energy. Somebody ghosted him to love themselves, right? Listen. Listen, his thoughts of having a divine feminine spirit say, it's over. Look at that. The fuck, man? Like, please. I don't know why people, let me stop laughing because these people probably might target me. Then, you never know. My God, she's laughing at me. My vanity and ego and corruption and pride will not let me go down like that by a woman. Shut the fuck up. Your energy is on my table. I didn't ask for your raggedy ass energy. So anyways, when he realized that he was not going, or that he made the wrong decision to not do the right thing in this situation when it came to this wealthy man. What's a wealthy man? He realized that he had failed another test, a chance at possibly redemption from a lot of what he had done. Divine damn sure will come back around 20, 30, 10, 15, 20, 30 years later and give you a chance at redemption. They come back a day or two later, give you a chance at redemption. And then you choose to do the same thing you really thought that they brought a divine feminine back around to give her to you. No repentance, no self-love, still an ego, you still a masculine, divine masculine in the reverse. So you're karmic, corrupt heart, corrupt actions, dirty deeds. things that hurt and harm others. Oh, you get a divine feminine for that, right? Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah. So I guess he decided, oh, that was just wishful thinking, and he decided that he was just going to buy her, bid on her, buy her, and then have her unalived, and then take her heart for his own. I don't even really listen. And that's why this man is still in lack. He's still dying. He's still dying from this heart, whatever. I want to pull more on this. I guess we got a King of Swords, little raggedy ass to pull from. Give me more King of Swords. And this is the crazy part. The divine feminine could have actually like really dated the King of Swords. A lot of black and white. These two could have been a biracial couple. This is why this King of Swords took action against the divine feminine. They actually dated, and she left him, and so he decided to take some weird ass action on somebody who was in healing energy. And somebody separated, if this divine feminine separated from this King of Swords to heal herself, oh, he didn't like that at all. He was hella offended by that. So I guess he decided to kill her, you know? I mean, that seems like the go-to for most people. Like, oh no, how dare she or he leave me? The only option I have is to kill him. We dealing with people who are possessed. I'm convinced. I'm convinced. The energy is too much the same. And it's always on the freaking table, especially when it's karmics involved. Karmic masculine, karmic feminine, they always want to unalive the divine being. They always want to unalive them. They always want to unalive them. That is not a normal human thing, a normal human characteristic to automatically go to unaliving somebody because they couldn't have their way with them, or they left them alone because they were insane in the fucking membrane in the first place. The mind automatically goes, so I'm gonna just unalive this person. Fucking bro. Oh Lord, hold on, y'all. I'm just 1 second. At this time, Most High God and Divine, seriously, on a serious note, I'd like to pray for this divine feminine's enemies and ask that they see the error of their ways, and that you also protect this divine feminine. Of course you will, but I ask for extra protection for this divine feminine. This woman has mass amounts of groups after her. So I pray for her utmost. I pray that her protection be bumped up at least a level or two. But for the people that are after her, please allow them to see the error of their ways. Something wrong with these people. Please deliver them from the possessions and or spirits that haunt them and or control them. And destroy them if you must. If that means that her safety. If that means her safety, then destroy them if you must. Because this is ridiculous. We have women, we have a madam, we have younger women that are scouts, we have a King of Cups, a King of Swords, we have a married fucking couple, we got an emperor, we got a wealthy man, and then everybody that they work with, everybody that they work with, all their connections, people in the justice system, illegal surveillancing, tapping and hacking into this woman's devices, electronic devices and phones and shit like that. Like, this woman, is she safe? Of course, the divine is going to make sure that she's safe. Of course they are. But I mean, damn. The energy is so thick here. It is so tense. It is so heavy. It is so ugly. These are demonic possessions. This is what they look like. I wish that I had the ability to... I'm not gonna say I don't, but I wish, I had the ability to trace back to the first first ever known entity attachment, its origin, its story, where it came from, and what all spanned from it. And then I would go after that motherfucker with all my power and all my might to try and destroy it, because everything that would be birthed from it or stemmed from it, it would ultimately be destroyed as well, just like vampire shit, because there has to be a ground zero type of entity that is the father of all. And it's not Baal. I'll release you back to your respective places. Don't come up over here. It's not It's something even older than Asmodeus. I'll release you back to your respective places. Don't come over here. There has to be an old place of origin for like the first possession. But then again, you got to think back to terms of like the synagogue, aka the Vatican. You know, before the Roman Empire, but let's say Roman Empire and stuff, you know, the synagogue of the Vatican, as we know it today, you know, and they had to approve exorcisms. Who the fuck have to approve somebody to exorcise a demon or an entity, okay? If they have the power, the authorized power of the Most High God to alleviate someone of being possessed, and the Vatican had to approve that shit. Who the fuck gave you motherfuckers the motherfucking power? All these people running around possessions. Now we having new mental categories being introduced. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, nobody knew what a fucking narcissist was. Today, that shit is so prevalent in the fucking world. It's like, baby, them come a narcissist, all them come a dime a dozen. You can get one of them right at the corner store right now. I can guarantee you, $5, you can get one of them at the corner store right now. I don't even know what the hell a narcissist was. 15 years ago, I was just now diving into people that are fucking sadists, people that are sociopaths, why they don't have any emotions. And I came to the conclusion that people with sociopathy, that they were demonically possessed as well. That is a demon, that's a spirit, that's an entity. It's a stronghold. I was convinced of that. By the time I get a grip on what the fuck that kind of entity is, which I denounce and I declare dominion and over that spirit and stronghold and all variations of such. So mote it be and so it is, Ashay. You know, by the time I get my grips on that, of what that type of entity is, here come the fucking word, the entity narcissist. And the way that everybody is a narcissist is disgusting. Like everybody a narc. Sorry, y'all, these are like several of my personalities, you know, because you gotta have split personalities where walking around in a world full of mask wearers, fakes, narcissists, occultists, dark occultists, and pastors that are pedos, and niggas that like other niggas, and woman beaters, and jealous, envious people, and you know what I'm saying? You gotta have a couple personalities. You gotta be able to switch between the 4 or 5. You don't know who the hell you're gonna run into today. You might have to be a nice Shay right now. I might have to be ghetto Shay this next minute. I might have to be very graceful and quiet Shay. And be very feminine and delicate today, okay? I might have to be mom. I might have to be sister. Sometimes I have to be brother. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what the fuck you gotta be when you dealing with all these fake ass people who don't even know their identities, don't even know how to tap into themselves. For God's sakes. Oh. It's making my blood boil. Lord, the world is so full of trauma. Let's have a moment of silence for the people who are suffering in silence. Oh, Lord. That's why I be so fine with staying in the house. When I say this was the best thing that people could have done to me, was count me out, and nobody ever accepts me, baby, thank you. I'm going to say today, thank you. Thank you. I can make me and my several personalities, we all friends in this house, okay? We all friends. I am not missing out on shit in the world. It is so unsafe out there. It is so polluted. It is so dirty. It is so tainted. It is so disgusting. Now, there are beautiful things, beautiful people out there, but baby, the shit that you have to sift through and the trauma that you have to go through in order to get to those people is, I don't know. I would rather be an introvert and have my hermit ass in the hermit house and my little crap show, okay? Drinking my little coffee, listening to my little 1940s jazz, honey. Decorating for the holidays, cooking, warm and cozy in here, being clean, having a clean house, getting out school clothes and washing, baby. This is the best place I can be. I feel beautiful every day. I feel safe and protected every single day. I feel confident every day. It wasn't the worst thing for people to say, she doesn't belong here. Cast her out. Don't look her way. When she comes, act like she's not there so she'll cry. Baby, I'm going to cry all in this house. Oh my God, I don't have no friends. That's my crying, like I don't have no friends. Oh my God, no. Is that the worst thing in the world, collective? Because somebody needs to hear that. You really want to be a part of this world out here? Y'all really want to participate with the people out here in this world? You missing out. You missing out. That's what's up. Y'all can be my friends. Listen, all the friends that I need are people in the collective. Like, this is fine. Until my little knight in shining armor decides to come save me. Other than that, baby, I'm cool right here. Seriously, I'm not missing out on nothing in the world. I go out there and it's the same shit. Never mind. Look, man, I just want to come in the store in the Walmart and just spend $200-$300, even though I came to spend $5 and get in the checkout, leave, go back home and enjoy my things. Girl, don't be, you got your key. Shh. That's my daughter.
This was stuck on this, and I literally could not get it off.
I mean, after all, I got crazy kids that come in here every day. They got a story from the wilderness for me every day. Every day. Like, oh yeah, girl, you lying. She did what, girl? Let this go. Girl, I'll be up in here messy with my kids, talking to them like, girl, what you say? Like, what? You need your hair done.
I met a friend today.
Girl, I'm recording. That's cute.
Nice.
Is it a girl or a boy?
A boy.
What kind of boy?
Light skin. He look
Okay.
whitish though.
Okay, I like them light skin sometimes.
No, he looked like white though.
Oh, okay.
But we all met a friend.
We got a new boyfriend, y'all.
Mama.
We got a new boyfriend.
No, his teeth messed up. I don't know.
Oh, girl, that's not nice. He probably is a really nice person.
He is, but
We have a third party here coming into dispatch. Beam me in, Scotty. Beam in the third party. Ah! This is what happened when you in hermit mode. Like, Lord, have I finally went crazy, God? Have I? People be like, nah, she's just too weird. She don't have no friends. Here go my friends right here. My friends is in the collective. Y'all, we've been on here almost 2 hours.
oh, I need this. Get up. I need this.
This is my cardigan.
Stop. I'm not trying to get in your video. Give it to me. I need it tomorrow for my
Absolutely
birthday.
not. You'll get it later when my big ass gets off of it.
I'm for real. I need to see how it looks.
Now look at this girl here. Just lean in. Look at child.
Can they see the blonde?
No, they can't see the blonde.
Oh, well, too bad. Okay, thank you. I need this because
Totally my car.
didn't I
my
tell you that I got a
Oh,
short
just
I'm
let
sorry.
me finish.
No, wait. I got a story before I forget because I'm going to go to bed.
Nyla, I'm recording.
But you go all night. Can you pause it?
No, I don't want to.
Last thing.
I'm trying to get, man.
I'm excited to go to court tomorrow because guess what? It's a murder case. And you know
What are you on the jury or something?
They are it gets juicy up in there.
Girl, you are messy. She's talking about she on the jury. So she going to court tomorrow. It gets juicy. It's a murder trial. For one, you're under 18, ma'am. They are not going to let you hear the gruesome details of an M-date
Yes, they
DK.
are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They're letting us hear. There's all the evidence, everything that they got built up on them and everything. So I'm kind of excited. And it's a murder case.
Baby, you listen, collective, you're not missing nothing in this world. They letting 16-year-olds judge murder case jury trials, okay? 16-year-olds, listen. Y'all not missing nothing out here in this world. They put her on there. Baby, I can see her now up in their laptop. Hey, what? My girl, sit your ghetto ass down. You can't be saying that in no folks stand. Don't do, Caleb. Oh my God. You know I can't. I fight kids. I'm just letting y'all know right now. Don't tell my brother, please stop. It's time to get out here. Y'all hear my 5-year-old in the background.
I said stop screaming. He said no.
Okay, who else we got? King of Swords. He the third party, right? A third party put a King of Swords up to this. Give me more on the King of Swords, because he hired his little regular ass somewhere. King of Swords. King of Swords. This King of Swords is in South Node. Of course he is. Of course he is. He could be connected to a fire sign. He's trapped with a fire sign, or he has no opportunities, no way to free himself from being in his South Node. Maybe he done blew out them chakras. He can't climb up the ladder now. This King of Swords energy clinging in the South Node and expecting. Oh yeah, we did have King of Swords with the separation, the limitations, the actions, the healing, and the third party. Shh. Give me more on this King of Swords. Where is this King of Swords at in all of this? What is his placement in all of this concerning? Yeah, he don't have no assistance from the spirit guides. He could have even got people riled up and had people thinking that he was in tune with the divine and stuff. People got to start using common sense. I mean, it's, you're the smartest person in the world. If you don't have common sense, you are dumb. I'm gonna just say it. Because common sense will tell you nobody that is in connection with their divine ancestors or spirit or ancestral spirit guides, right? Well, some of their spirit guides may be kind of evil, so I can't really say that for certain, but 80% sure, no real divine being would rile up a rally and group full of people to attack another person. I'm divine. And that person is evil, and I'm telling you, by golly gosh, you don't follow me and destroy that person. Like, no divine being will really do that. We don't do that. We definitely don't do that. We leave that up to God, because that would be doing that would be the equivalent of you exacting revenge, when we know that vengeance is the Most High God's. I don't know about that Lord shit, you know? Not no Lord. I don't praise no motherfucking Lord. People better know their etymology and verbiage as well. I'm just saying, no, just know that, collective. So, somebody, even if they be like, she's crazy and she's all this and this and that, still, a divine being is not going to rally up people to target someone. I just don't see it. And people be like, at the end, well, God, I really thought that they were a divine being and they were leading me right now. I really thought that, I really thought that, God. And God gonna be like, you really thought that, bro? Hey, bro, you really thought that? This probably how God's voice sound. This how God's voice sound in my head, y'all. Like, you really thought that, bro? Like, you really thought that? So you thought that I made the person a divine being to get y'all together to kill this person, unalive this person. Me, God, that says, I give 1,000 chances. Me, God. The one that will exact revenge. You thought I put that into that person's hands and then gave them the ability to have power over all of y'all, right? Right? And then y'all go in and show a person. You really thought that, bro? Like, come on now. Kyle gonna be like, come on now, bro. Bro, you see, bro, like, look at me. Look at me in my eyes when I'm talking to you. I'm sorry. Because listen, you can't lie to God. God gonna search your heart. Most High God is gonna search your heart. You can't lie to God. Like, God, like, I look at my kids, they do that bullshit. Like, you really gonna sit up there and lie to me, bro? Nah, look, I ain't even gonna say nothing. I'm one of the mamas where you look me in my eyes. You know they lying when they get through. No, I really thought they do. Like, no, look at me in my eyes.
I don't do that. So I don't know who you're talking about.
I'm recording. You guys are being rude. I'm trying to show off my. No. Because he got in trouble. Why you didn't whoop him? You don't know? Go with your brother. King of Swords. I'm serious. This man really had people thinking that they were in their North Node and they knew their self-worth. Child. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. This man. Let's put some different cards on the King of Swords. On this idiot. We got another idiot on my stuff. Yeah, this man going through a lot of consequences right now. Lot of consequences. What's this King of Swords? Do we really want to do this, or are we gonna pull like some of that energy? Yeah, let's see what this King of Swords problem is, because I don't even know where this little peon came from, because this person sure have peon energy. If you know, you know. This person has a peonic ass. Is that a word? We're gonna make it a word today, you know? This King of Swords has a peon energy, because where do you fit in with a wealthy man, an emperor, a King of Cups that's from wealth, a mother that's Kathy Bates, but she from wealth, you know, however you like to look at it. Where does he fit in at? Where does this King of Swords fit in at when it comes to divine feminine? Like I said, they could have had a connection, separated. Listen, God, please help this world, please, Lord. They crazy. I hear the Empress, the Ace of Wands. Child, this King of Swords could be this divine feminine child's father. 6 of Wands. I heard that this King of Swords, he could be like older than the divine feminine. He had dibs on her when she was born. What the fuck does that mean? Like he was promised to this King of Swords, this divine feminine could have been promised to this King of Swords before she was born by an ancestor, great grandmother or something of hers. Grandfather, a father, promise. This demon-ass King of Swords, a divine feminine. 4 of Wands. I feel comfort and joy in your presence, and I feel appreciated for all of my hard work. It's so easy to relax when I'm with you. I don't know, y'all. 6 of Pentacles. I am grateful for everything that you gave me, and I want to give back 10 times more. The scales will be balanced very soon. This very well could be a